A very good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with another important topic of chapter Morphology of Flowering Plant, and the topic is flower. Here in this topic, we have already discussed some points in previous class. In this class, we are going to discuss about the gynoecium. On the basis of gynoecium, how many type of flower are present? Some points in previous class. In this class, we are going to discuss about the gynoecium. On the basis of gynoecium, how many type of flower are present? Now let us discuss about the type of flower on the basis of present position of gynoecium. On the basis of position of gynoecium, flower are of three type of flower found. Flower. These type of flower are, first is hypogynous type of flower. Hypogynous type of flower. Second is perigynous type of flower. Perigynous type of flower. And third is epigynous type of flower. Perigynous, epigynous and hypogynous type of flower found in on the basis of position of gynous or gynoecium. If the gynoecium is present above with respect to all flowering part, so such type of flower is known as hypogynous type of flower. This gynoecium is superior. Other parts originate from lower to the gynoecium. Lower to the gynoecium. That means here is gynoecium or ovary. Corolla, calyx and androecium. If other part of flower originate from inferior to the gynoecium or gynoecium present at the superior position of with respect to the other part, that type of flower is known as hypogynous type of flower, in which ovary should always be superior in respect to the other part of flower. Superior ovary is present. Superior ovary. In the superior ovary, the part of flower present above to the other part of flower or above to the flower. So such type of flower is known as hypogynous type of flower, and ovary always be superior with respect to the other part of flower. Now second is the perigynous type of. In epigynous type of flower, like China rose, shows the hypogynous type of flower, and the ovary is superior type of ovary with respect to the other part. Now next is perigynous type of flower. In perigynous type of flower, the part of the flower present at the periphery of flower. So here is a flower or type of flower is known as perigynous type of flower because the other part of flower, calyx, corolla and androecium originate at the periphery of the flower. Actually, the ovary is not present in superior in term of the part of flower, in term of the or with respect to the other part of the flower. They present at the middle region with respect to the flower. So such type of flower is known as perigynous type of flower because it is not fully superior or not fully inferior. It is partially inferior with respect to the other part of flower because other part of the flower originate at the periphery of flower or periphery of the thalamus. So such type of flower is known as perigynous type of flower. And next is the epigynous type of flower. In such type of flower, ovary is always inferior. So here is gynoecium. Other part originate from the periphery of flower. So this kind of flower is known as epigynous type of flower where the ovary is covered with a sheath or ovary is totally inferior with respect to the other part of the flower or the other part of the flower like androecium or such as androecium, corolla, calyx, all are originate above to the ovary. So in this type of flower, ovary is inferior ovary. Inferior ovary is present or flower is epigynous type of flower. Epigynous type of flower. Now examples are family compositive. Compositive family actually. Family compositive. So inferior type of ovary is present in which the flower is epigynous type of flower because all the floral part originate above to the ovary. So such type of ovary is known as inferior ovary. In the epigynous type of flower, the ovary is fully covered by the sheath and at the end of the ovary the other part, flowering part originate. Now another point with respect to the hypogynous, perigynous or epigynous type of flower. So the origination or the appearance of such type of flower depend on the total habitat or the type of plant. So in the compositive family overall the flowers are epigynous in which the ovary should always be inferior type of ovary present and inferior ovary always present or superior ovary always present in hypogynous type of flower or in perigynous type of flower not fully superior or not fully inferior ovary is present, that is present or the ovary situated at the middle region of the flower. Now let us discuss about the aestivation of a flower. Aestivation of flower. Or aestivation of corolla. So as we discuss about the androecium or gynoecium is on the basis of presence of, but before going to discuss about the aestivation of corolla, first we discuss about the androecium, type of androecium and or the types of gynoecium or carpels. Androecium. On the basis of presence of group of stamen or the how many group of stamens are found in flower, they are divided into three types: monodelphous, didelphous or polydelphous. If sterile stamen are present, so such type of stamen are known as staminoids. Now let us discuss about the Androecium. On the basis of Androecium or the stamen, how many bundles they are present? They are divided into three types: monodelphous, staminoid. Now let us discuss about the Androecium. On the basis of Androecium or the stamen, how many bundles they are present? They are divided into three types: monodelphous, didelphous or polydelphous. First is monodelphous, second is didelphous, and the third is polydelphous. On the basis of presence of Androecium in a bundle, they are also divided into different types, that is monodelphous, didelphous and polydelphous. There are three kinds of Androecium are present: monodelphous, second is didelphous, and polydelphous. Monodelphous, didelphous, polydelphous. In monodelphous type of Androecium, the Androecium of stamen present in single bundle. So more than one stamen present in bundle, or they are the only one bundle is present. One bundle of stamen. So such type of known as monodelphous. That means more than one stamen are present and they are present in one bundle. So such type of stamen is known as monodelphous. As in case of hibiscus or China rose, the Androecium are present in one bundle. So these are stamen. So flower. Now where the Androecium is present in only one bundle. Now didelphous. That means that means two delphous Androecium present in two groups or two bundles of Androecium. Two bundle of stamen. So such type of Androecium is known as didelphous type of Androecium in such a manner. Like here is one bundle and this one is another bundle which is arises from elsewhere separately. So there are two bundle, one bundle if the first bundle and the second bundle, as in case of pea plant, where on Leguminosae 9+2 arrangement observed in such kind of stamen Androecium in Leguminosae plant or in pea plant. So example is pea plant. So didelphous type of bundle present in the stamen. Now these are the example monodelphous or didelphous of monodelphous and didelphous. Monodelphous example is group of family of plants or leguminaceae type of plants. Now second is leguminaceae type of plants. Now second is Polydelphus. Now Polydelphus, more than 2 bundles. Observe, more than 2 bundles of stamen. Bundles of stamen. Bundles of stamen. So such type of if more than 2 bundles of stamen found in a plant, so such type of flowering plant is known as Polydelphus type of androecium. Such type of androecium is known as Polydelphus type of androecium. So here is, for example, there are so many groups of androecium. So such type of androecium are included into the Polydelphus type of androecium. Or now on the basis of attachment of androecium to the calyx, corolla and perianth, they are further divided into the 2 groups, epipetalous and epiphyllous. The 2 groups, epipetalous and epiphyllous. Epiphyllous. Epipetalous and epiphyllous type of androecium. Epipetalous. First is, and the second one is epiphyllous type of androecium. Epiphyllous type of androecium. When androecium or stamen is directly linked with the petals attached with petals. So such type of androecium is known as epipetalous type of androecium. Epipetalous type of androecium, like in a member of composite. So here is petal, so androecium are attached to the petal. Now another is Solanaceae. So such like brinjal, tomato, all those shows epipetalous type of androecium, where the androecium is directly connected with the petals. Second is epiphyllous type of androecium, when androecium is connected with the perianth, not petal, perianth. So such type of androecium is known as epiphyllous type of androecium, when androecium connected with perianth. Such type of androecium is known as epiphyllous type of androecium. Now epiphyllous type of androecium, where the androecium is connected with the perianth. Now next is, so here is the overall about the Epiphyllous type of androecium is epiphyllous type of androecium. Now, another type of androecium which are sterile, they do not produce any type of gamete holding grain. Such type of androecium or stamens are known as stamenoid. When stamens become sterile, if stamens are sterile, so such type of stamen are known as stamenoid. Sterile type of stamen if present, so such type of stamen is known as stamenoid. So here is the overall about the androecium. Now come to the gynoecium. What are the characteristics of gynoecium? Let us discuss about the gynoecium. Then we discuss about the presentation. Gynoecium, it is formed by carpels. When carpels are fused, as we know, the gynoecium have the different part responsible in the fertilization or for stigma function as receptacles, style in the form transfer of gamete towards the embryo sac, or this one is ovary. So these are the part of a single gynoecium or carpel. So part of gynoecium, carpel. Now if carpels are fused, so such type of gynoecium is known as syncarpus. If carpels are fused, the second is if the carpels are free type of carpels are present, so such type of carpel is known as apocarpus. As we know, on the basis of position of gynoecium can be divided into two types: superior ovary, or if gynoecium is present above to the other part, or that type of ovary is known as superior ovary. If the gynoecium is present below the other part, so such type of ovary is known as inferior ovary. Now next is the presentation. So how the ovum is attached, if gynoecium is present above to the other part, or that type of ovary is known as superior ovary. If the gynoecium is present below the other part, so such type of ovary is known as inferior ovary. Now next is the presentation. So how the ovum is attached with the ovary. How the ovum is attached with the ovary. On the basis of the presence of ovum linked with the ovary, inside the ovary there are five type of placentation observed. First is parietal, free central, marginal, axile, basal presentation. In next class we will discuss about the presentation. I hope you like this video. Keep listening and watching me, and thank you for listening and watching me.